Today, more than 1 billion people call India home. It's the second most populated country in the world behind China, and it's growing rapidly. For more than 100 years, the Seventh-day Adventist Church has been working in this vast country by finding a foothold in the educational system. Today, more than ever, we need to keep the mission of the Seventh-day Adventist Church spreading in India. There are literally thousands of different jobs across India. Memories of the social barriers in the caste system can still be heard. Seventh-day Adventist schools across the country have worked for more than 100 years to break these barriers down.
Ever since we started the school system, we introduced the work program. And there are students who would refuse to do certain types of manual work. Agriculture, yes, fine. I wouldn't mind being involved in growing plants, growing vegetables. That's a very dignified work. But sweep the hostel, clean the toilet, do some other kind of work. No, that's not mine. That's menial. That's not for my status in the community. So this has been the division, you know. But Adventist system has somehow broken this in our schools. Work, any work, is God's gift to us. God has given us gift of work. Take care of the earth. Be stewards of the earth. So that philosophy that whatever you do, you are a steward of something. Whenever a student goes through that manual labor, he becomes more mature, more responsible, and ready to take on the world when he leaves the school.
Each day, after classes are finished, each student is assigned a job on the school campus. This focus on strong work ethic has made Lassalgaon School in central India a desirable location for parents to send their children.
The shortcoming of this school is we have insufficient classrooms. We have very big playground, but we don't have science labs. We don't have physics, chemistry and biology separate labs, which is an essential part of a growing school.
Lassalgaon is not the only school that is overflowing with students. Farther south is one of the oldest Seventh-day Adventist schools in the country, the James Memorial School. This school, like most in India, is a mission school. The majority of students who attend are not Christian when they begin their education.
If you train up the child in the early age, when the life is formed in a very concrete faith, and we teach Bible here, we teach them stories from Bible, so they are attracted and they will get converted. Even in the boarding also, every year we used to have baptisms, children accepting Jesus.
This culture of excellence is attracting families who want the very best for their children.
Now the school is having more than 900 enrollment. Actually, the facilities what we have at present is to accommodate only 500 to 600 students. At present, we are having more than 300. And coming years, we may get more students. So we need classrooms.
Space is not the only challenge for the school system. Most Seventh-day Adventist schools in India are affiliated with the Indian Council of Secondary Education. This accrediting body takes special care to administer tests to Adventist schools on Sunday. Currently, the Kottarakara Adventist School in the state of Kerala is accredited by the Indian government. Recently, the school was told by the government to hold a crucial test on Saturday.
They get admission for colleges based on the result, and therefore it is very crucial, very determinant for their future life. One cannot think of not attempting their examination if they want to pursue their study further.
Dr. John made an appointment with the Minister of Education for his district and asked that an accommodation be made for his school so that his students could stay true to their faith and not take the exam during Sabbath hours.
He said, I'm also a Christian. I would write an exam on Sabbath, or I would do anything on Saturday. I said, let's not debate on that matter, because your faith is different, my faith is different. I wouldn't do that, and my students won't do that. And therefore, please make it possible for my children to write the exam, make some alternate arrangement.
Eventually, with much hard work, Dr. John convinced the court to give his students religious freedom and take their exam after Sabbath hours. Currently, Kotarakara facilities will not pass inspection to become a member of the non-governmental council. Member schools must have adequate classroom space for each student, and this school has far outgrown its current buildings. Space is a major problem for all of the more than 235 Adventist schools in India. Because of your financial support of the 13th Sabbath offerings, new classroom blocks will be constructed on all 3 of these school campuses. Across these 3 projects, more than 40 new classrooms will be built as the work in India continues to grow. In 1978, a small outreach meeting was held below the branches of this remote rubber wood forest in central India. After the meetings, many of the new members joined together and built this mud and thatched church to meet in.
I have been at the church for more than 30 years now. We have been fasting and praying that a new church would be built to hold our members.
For many years, the members have been working to keep this small church from falling apart with time. These members don't have the resources to build a second, larger church to hold their growing congregation.
My husband and I have been praying for many years that a new building may come to our location. He died earlier this year, but just before, we found out a new church was to be built. He was so happy.
Because of your financial support of the World Budget and Mission offerings, a new sheet metal church building will be constructed in the small village of Perayam. New church buildings like this will also be built at 7 other sites across India. The mission of the Seventh-day Adventist Church to lead people to Jesus can only continue in a country as vast as India with your prayers, your financial support, and the power of the Holy Spirit. To find out more, please visit adventistmission.org.